It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago? It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them! footprints. There's a person over there!
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first! Ask questions later.
Windblade! This moment will be frozen.
Shine down!
Windblade!
Allow me!
There is no escape! Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults sounds pretty close to Paimon. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon!
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all sense of direction a long time ago.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move! Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this one of the missing people?
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still take...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you. A memory, if you will.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Zhongli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary, I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you. I will take good care of it.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved. And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We still have more investigation ahead. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going. Wow. Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there, too. Amazing!
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section. All right then.
Kundun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about. Not yet.
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look? If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
You think so?
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea, Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait here. Paimon will...
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly. Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, there's... What do we do? We can't hurt them! What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtar, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Rest and rebuild! Allow me!
Shine down!
Crumble. From rock to dust, sooner or later. There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Rest and rebuild!
There is no escape!
Cowardly insects! The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Stabilize!
Shifting sands know not the mountain's permanence. Fisher! There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Allow me!
Solidify! The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Hold the line!
From rock to dust, sooner or later. Fisher! Solidify!
Shine down!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Rest and breathe it!
Wind blade!
There is no escape!
Crumble! The enraged Earth will not absolve you!
Hold the line!
From rock to dust,
Solidify!
sooner or later.
I will have order.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Covenant of the Deep!
Solidify!
Fisher!
Wind blade!
Stabilize! Stabilize!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Solidify!
Rest and rebuild!
Shine down!
Crumble! Crumble!
Order guide you. Solidify.
From rock
Twin blades.
dust, Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Shine down!
Allow me!
Don't get frostbite.
Freeze.
Illusion shattered!
Fisher!
Stabilize.
Rest and rebuild!
Yeah.
Stabilize! For thousand year pain!
This is order. Stabilize.
Hold the line!
Solidify.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Crumble! The enraged earth will not absolve you!
I will have order.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ashtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ashtaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ajdaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ajdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ajdaha.
So there are two Ajdahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax, and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ajdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion is the world's greatest destroyer of memories. Erosion ground Ajdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ajdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm, why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. We lost all reason. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
No! No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further, a willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
No, no! It is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the Earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of coexistence with humanity. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ajdaha. This, I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going, to fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ezda. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ejdaha, I am no longer the Geo-Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm, did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend, god of contracts, I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ashtaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time. And you, Morax, you too will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa. That was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ashtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ejdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ejdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he, and in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue, towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it, but there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles. That I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand, but I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejdaha? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract, and kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning. This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ashtaha as a terrible dragon, and serves as a warning for later generations to stay away from this place, from the seal. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil. If the good and evil within him could be summarized in a single sentence... Well, never mind.
Hello there. So, you must be the renowned traveler.
Hey, don't forget about the equally renowned
Of course. Well, it just so happens that our tavern, Angel Share, is hosting a Bartender's Academy Week. I'm hoping the event might interest you. Basically, you'll have full access to all of our ingredients to mix cocktails or any other drink you please. As long as you refrain from being wasteful, you can enjoy unlimited refills for the drinks you create.
Unlimited refills!
Also, you'll be rewarded handsomely if the guests are happy with your drinks.
What? There's even rewards? Where do we sign up?
It's called an academy, but attendance is certainly not mandatory. And you don't have to make your decision right away. You're more than welcome to give it a try first. So, what do you think? Will you give the academy a try? Great, then please come on in. First, Charles will walk you through some basic techniques.
Hey, I know you two. So what can I get for you today?
Hey, Charles! Actually, we came to be bartenders today!
Bartenders? Oh, so Luca roped you two in, did he? He's got quite a knack for that. You're certainly talented at handling difficult tasks. There's no doubt about that. But mixing cocktails is a whole different game. It's delicate work and requires a certain amount of finesse. Everything from the ratios of your ingredients to your mixing techniques could affect the final product.
Don't worry, he's a fantastic cook! Cooking and cocktail making have a lot in common, you know.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Oh, and one more thing. In a previous event, we had a student who arbitrarily mixed 3 kinds of hard liquor. Just one glass was enough to leave a customer passed out on the floor. So in light of that incident, we decided to no longer provide alcoholic ingredients to beginners. I hope you'll understand. Great. That just about covers all I have to say. You'll learn all the skills and techniques you need on the fly. You're a quick learner. This tastes pretty good.
Paimon agrees. This is amazing!
Okay. That was just practice, though. On the job, customers often will have special requests for their drinks. Some may enjoy a stiffer drink, while others might prefer something more sour. Everyone has their own preferences. Adjusting the amounts of the ingredients is always the key.
Paimon would like a caramel pine cone, extra sweet, in the biggest glass you have, please and thank you.
Well, that's about all there is to it. But to become a truly exceptional bartender, in addition to mixing skills, you'll also need to master conversing with your customers. All right. In that case, you two can take this counter. If you have questions or need any help, just give me a holler.
Whew, class dismissed. Wait, where's Paimon's caramel pine cone?
Well, well, this is a surprise. I didn't expect to see you two behind the counter today. In that case, I'd like a death afternoon.
Leave it to Kaya to make things difficult right from the start.
Come now, I just wanted to see how he'd react. I admit I didn't expect to see you here today, Sister Rosaria. With so many demanding customers that frequent the tavern, I only thought I'd help the traveler gain some experience.
There he goes with that smooth talk again.
Don't get me wrong, I was only trying to be helpful. If anything, you should be thanking me. Now, how about we start with something simple, like a moonlit alley, for instance? Oh, and make it a large, please.
I'll leave my drink up to you. Just make it a tea of some kind and not too big.
Please, take your time. Waiting in anticipation is half the fun.
Rosaria? You don't like the drink?
No, the drink you made me is fine. It's just that I rarely ever drink tea. The taste always reminds me of certain things.
Ah, I presume you're referring to the church?
Yes. The church once held an event that I couldn't attend, but Sister Barbara still saved some tea and dessert for me. The dessert had already gone stale, so she whisked it away when I wasn't looking. But the tea tasted just like this drink you made me.
Boy, you're in rare form today, Rosaria.
Sounds to me like Mondstadt's just gained another black tea lover.
I'd prefer something a little stiffer.
That depends. If I point out a few flaws, will you make me another one? I'm just kidding. I'd never subject you to such treatment.
Gosh, Kaya sure is a tough nut to crack. You never know what he'll say next. How can you stand to drink with this guy, Rosaria?
I don't really care what's going through his mind as long as we only talk about drinks. Besides, Kayad's only interested in people or things that intrigue him, whether that's you, the innkeeper here, or anybody else.
Hey, how could you divulge so much about your dear old drinking buddy,
You think I'm saying too much? Get over yourself. It's no big deal. I'm constantly surrounded by uptight folks day to day. I prefer the easygoing atmosphere in the tavern.
Oh, are we gossiping about people who take themselves too seriously now? Speaking of which, I know someone who could easily place in the top 3 most serious people in Mondstadt. As to their level of seriousness, well, let me put it this way. They probably wouldn't even flinch if I said that to their face.
Are there really rankings for people like that?
Of course. Just off the top of my head, there's a running list for the most consistent drinkers, hardest workers, worst cooks, or even biggest hoarders of dark secrets.
Sounds to Paimon like Mondstadters have way too much time on their hands.
Are there really that many people who don't need to work?
Aw, but what about Paimon? Is there a category that Paimon can be ranked as high as him?
Why, of course. How about... best bartenders.
Really? That's great! Our names will be remembered together forever!
Well, I must admit, the atmosphere you bring isn't half bad.
You can say that again. Just looking at these two brings a smile to my face. Good bartenders create a nice atmosphere and get people in a good mood. You know, like a mascot. So I guess there's really no contest for the title of Best Bartenders.
Huh?
Nothing. Thanks for your hospitality.
Yeah, I should be going too. By the way, that black tea tasted great. I'll try to make some for myself in the future. If I can manage to get up early enough in the morning, that is.
Until next time.
Oh, it's Master Diluc! What brings you here? Do you You have nothing to do today?
Me? Nothing to do? Don't count on it. I heard you two were working as bartenders, so I thought I'd drop by to see how you're coming along.
Wow, you really do catch wind of things quickly.
So, tell me, how do you like being a bartender?
Yeah, it's still a little too early to tell. We haven't been at it for very long.
Just tell me your initial feelings. Excited, confused, anything. How does it feel to be a bartender? I see.
Hey, didn't you want to ask Paimon too? Paimon's initial feeling is, drinks taste good.
Good. I'm happy for you. Now, could you make me a Gray Valley sunset then? I'll leave the size up to you. Great. Take your time. Not bad. Not bad at all.
It's all about the ingredients. If the fruit are fresh and juicy, then the drink will naturally be sweet and tasty without adding anything extra.
Sounds like I should thank the soil of Mondstadt. It just so happens that Gray Valley Sunset is the first drink I ever mixed. I was still quite young. My father laid out several ingredients and told me to experiment with them. No requirements and no instruction. In hindsight, he probably just wanted to test my creativity. In the end, I just made a glass of fruit punch, much like this one.
Oh? But why fruit punch?
My father was equally surprised. I didn't really put much thought into it. I just figured that it would taste sweet. Looking back on it, I was so young and naive. Oh? I've never thought about it, I suppose. My father didn't say a word at the time. But thank you. By the way, there's something I'd like to give you. But I suppose it's better to wait until you have more experience with your bartender job. I have no doubt that you'll do very well.
And Paimon will, be rooting for you.
Very well. Then, I look forward to seeing your good work. See you around.
Come back soon when you have a minute. Zhongli?
Ah, traveler. Good to see you. I trust you are well?
Wait! Zhongli, what are you doing here?
If I am to roam about the world, then I certainly mustn't limit my destinations. The free and prosperous land of Wind is as splendid a place to visit as any. And it's quite a pleasant surprise to run into you here. One misty garden, please. I take my tea strong, thank you.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
The tea is clear and glows with a pleasing hue. Its richness is complemented by a floral and fruity fragrance. Exquisite.
Wow! So Zhongli is even super knowledgeable about tea! Paimon usually just gulps down the tea and says something simple like, yummy yummy in Paimon's tummy.
Mindfully savoring the tea shows due respect to the person that brewed it for you. Tea of good quality is hard to come by, and those capable of brewing tea according to the occasion and emotions, even more so.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So, could you teach Paimon how to savor tea like you do? It seems you smell it first, then drink it, right?
That's correct. Every type of tea is unique. The more you drink, the more you will understand the subtle differences. Smelling the aroma will reveal the quality of the tea. Lower grade teas emit a musty and seemingly scorched scent, whereas ones with a delicate yet soothing aroma are usually of a higher quality. If you want to be more particular, according to Liyue ancient tradition, you could acquire a vintage goblet, which is used specifically for examining the aroma. Not to worry. Knowledge is vast. It's never too late to learn. As a beginner, you can try this method. First, observe the color. Then smell the fragrance. And finally, take a sip. Remember, you can understand anything as long as you approach it in the proper order. Chaoying Village in northwest Liyue is famous for their tea industry. It would be well worthwhile the visit when you get the chance. What I shared with you today are mostly my own habits as an old-fashioned Liyue local. Each region has its own tea traditions and culture. One should always respect the conventions of the local region.
Paimon gets it, but whether Paimon can remember it all is another story.
Thank you for such excellent tea. It made my trip out here all the more worthwhile. If you ever come to manage a tea house, I will certainly be a regular.
Well, we're already pretty busy. I don't think we'll have time to manage a side hustle at a tea house.
Regardless, you have my complete support. Let's call it a day. I won't take more of your time. All the best with your new pursuit. Ah, yes. The bill. Just put it on Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor's tab, as usual.
Of course. Take care. Give our regards to the director.
Hi there, cutie. It's good to see you.
It is certainly unusual for us to meet in a place like this, but as Lisa said, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, what do you mean by a place like this? The tavern is a wonderful place to relax and unwind a little. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to drag the acting grandmaster away from her desk? We've only been here for a few minutes, and worry is already written all over her face.
Lisa.
Yeah, this is the acting grandmaster we're talking about. It's only natural that she has a lot on her plate. But you know what they say, now that we're already here. Why don't you let him mix a couple of drinks for you two? It'll make you feel a lot better.
Honestly, Jean is the only person I know who needs to be taught how to relax. Hey, cutie, whip me up a love poem. Medium, extra sweet. And how about you, Jean? What are you in the mood for?
I'll just have coffee. Medium, please.
Master Jean, you drink coffee all the time. Wouldn't you like to try something else?
Thanks, but no. I want something to help keep me awake. Thanks.
The sweetness is just right. Very good.
The coffee is strong and rich with just a nice hint of bitterness to it. Actually, I do understand what you meant, Lisa. I've been reflecting on my weaknesses lately. There's still room for me to improve in many areas, such as my productivity and management. I'm concerned my stress may even be starting to somehow affect you as well. What?
See? Cutie knows. You were working yourself way too hard, so I thought I'd take you out for some drinks. All I wanted was for you to have some fun. But even in the tavern, you're still thinking about work. That's what's most concerning. If you're constantly under stress like this, it's only a matter of time before you burn out.
Oh, you also agree with Lisa, Traveler? So, is learning to relax actually my biggest challenge?
Yep, work hard, play hard, and rest even harder. The two of you may need even more rest than you'd expect.
All right, I understand. Thank you, all of you. Now I know that this place serves refreshments for both the body and the mind. Is that why you and Kaya like the tavern so much?
Yes and no. It really depends on who's making the drinks. Speaking of which, we couldn't have changed Jean's mind without you today. You sure have a way with words, cutie. Then we'll see you later.
I'll consider coming here to relax if I have another opportunity.
Sounds great! Take care, you two.
A small foaming reef, please. Thank you. I'm fine.
Huh? There's something off about Eula. Was she already drinking before she got here? But Foamy Reef has coffee in it. Would it upset her stomach if she has coffee after liquor? For her tummy's sake, let's water it down before serving it to her.
This tastes pretty good.
Wow, she didn't even notice how much water we added. She must have had a lot to drink.
One more, bartender. Oh, wait. It's you guys? Sorry. I just came here from the cat's tail. Perhaps I had a little too much to drink.
Yeah, it's pretty lonely to drink by yourself. You'll feel better if you talk to us.
I suppose I always do drink alone. As long as I'm in Mondstadt, I'll never be welcome at taverns. I was actually feeling good today and wanted a drink, but they still wouldn't get off my back. Tell me, how did you manage to make so many friends? People always sound so appreciative and are always smiling when they talk about you. But as for me, just mentioning my family name is enough to make everyone...
You didn't choose to be born into the Lawrence clan, and we don't care about that kind of thing. The Eula we know is a great person. But you don't like being straightforward. You always pretend to hold a grudge, and you try to hide your tenderness away from everyone.
Hey, who said I was pretending? Do you think so? It's impossible to imagine. Even when I'm this drunk. Even after being a Knight of Favonius for all this time, people still... Whatever.
Oh, right! Count of Bard said something wise like that too. Just be yourself, Eula, and keep moving forward. Sooner or later, you'll change what people think about the Lawrence clan.
Okay, thank you. I should go now. No need. I want to remember what you said. And I won't be able to think about anything else until I write everything down.
Eula sure is a lot more open after a few drinks. But it does feel like something's missing without her signature revenge line. Uh-oh. When she wakes up in the morning, do you think she'll come threatening us to forget what happened today?
Hello.
Hi there! Paimon would be more surprised to see you if we hadn't already seen a bunch of our friends. Huh? Wait! You're Shinha! This is a surprise.
This place isn't easy to find. Angel's Share. The name doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Mr. Zhongli was kind enough to help me with directions. I'm thankful.
You needed help with directions? Wait, you came all this way just for a drink?
That's right. Because we're friends.
Here's the menu.
Boreal Watch. Boreal? As in a cold climate.
Well, Boreal the watch here probably is referring to the wolf of the north. So, yeah, you could say it's cold.
Caramel pine cone. How could that be a drink?
Oh, Paimon's tried that one. It's actually caramel-flavored coffee. Pine cone just refers to the color.
Huh? These names are confusing. I can't make sense of any of these. I'll leave it up to you. As long as it's something that tastes like Genshin or violet grass.
Those medicinal herbs don't grow around here. If you want something bitter, then it has to be coffee.
Fine.
That's a good idea. You've practiced the Adepti arts long enough. It's time for something new. Let's make Shenhe a snow-covered kiss. It sounds like a perfect fit for her.
It's sweet and smooth. Not bitter at all. What is it?
It's called a snow-covered kiss. Whisk milk until it froths and gently pour it over some juice. It looks like it's covered by a layer of snow. Don't ask why it's called a kiss, though. Paimon doesn't get it either. It's probably just a gimmick to get it to sell better.
Gimmick.
Paimon's just guessing. Maybe it's more of a romantic description.
Romantic.
It's hard to explain. Stop making Paimon come up with things. That's right.
Oh. I see. I seem to understand now.
Oh, really? But wait, why is Paimon the one who's confused now?
Occasionally I chew on divine herbs as I wander about in the mountains. I have witnessed the moment a new sprout breaks through the soil. The elation in my heart then does bear a resemblance to what I'm experiencing now. Thank you for helping me understand these obscure names. I might need your help again sometime in the future.
Ahoy, traveler! Great timing. Join us for a round?
Traveler, what a pleasant surprise.
Wait, did you two come together?
Well, this lady decided on a whim that she wanted a little vacation, so we ended up traveling around the area. But I guess we have different ideas of vacation. We hardly hiked the mountains before we came here to put our feet up. Talk about spoiled.
Come now. No need to hurt anyone's feelings. Besides, I specifically chose this place because I knew how much you like to drink. But our captain here has seen a lot more of the world, so she's not exactly thrilled with this little tavern.
It'll do. Anyway, this one's on me, okay?
Beto's paying? Does that include us? Oh, right. Sorry. Guess that's just a habit now.
I'll have a small birch sap on the sour side.
I will have a large dusk, please. Thanks.
Well, how is it? This silence is making Paimon nervous.
The bittersweet taste of nostalgia.
You mean the taste of going from rags to riches? Just what kind of taste is that?
It's mainly sour with just a tinge of sweetness and a lingering aftertaste.
Interesting. Does it taste like starting a little business, then discovering that selling fruit isn't very lucrative?
No need to get into the details. Let's leave the past in the past.
Who'd have thought that the dignified Tianquan was once a fruit vendor on the street? On the other hand, I bet few can tell that I'm from an ordinary fishing village, right?
Not necessarily. If you ask me, I'd say that Captain Beidou has eyes that can pierce the sea. You're an adventure-seeking pioneer who tames the wind and the waves, which is clearly indicative of someone who grew up by the sea.
Hey, you're not mocking me, are you?
Come now. It wouldn't do any good to be sarcastic.
I know how fierce you can be with words. It's my treat today, so remember to take it easy on me.
All right, then I'd like to have a few more.
Well, you heard the good lady bartender.
Ooh, I like where this is going. I'll have another round too.
Mondstadt's fresh fruit juice is hard to top. I wish I could enjoy some every day.
Are you serious? Don't tell me you're gonna open a Sunsetia trade route now.
An interesting proposition.
Wait, really?
I'm just joking, of course. There's already a whole industry established for that. They don't need me muscling my way into their business. Thanks for the drinks today. If you'd ever like a cushy job, I'd enjoy having you as my personal bartender.
You're also welcome aboard the Alcor. The crew loves to drink. You could come feast with us. I promise you'd have a blast.
My. Captain Beidou, are you competing with me for talent? That's hardly necessary. You may simply stop by the Jade Chamber whenever you want the Traveler to mix you a drink.
Is it Paimon? Or does it sound like they think you work for them?